Good morning, students. Today we are going to analyze lesson number 7, that is national income. From this particular chapter, only you should know two topics are there. That topics have been kept for your self-study part. Rest all other contents are compulsory. That means this entire chapter you all have to study for your external examination. It includes meaning of national income, introduction of national income, meaning of national income, definition of national income. Three definitions we are going to study by two of the economics and one of the committee. We have features of national income. If at all introduction part, meaning and definition is clear, then you can easily write the features of national income. Circular flow of national income. There are three different types of circular flow of national income, but only one in detail we are going to study. Okay, different concept of national income. There are four different concept of national income, and each and every concept is there in vast and detail. But this chapter we are in this chapter we are just going to see the important, like what is the meaning and what is the formula. That's it. In detail we are not going to study. When you go to your higher classes and you choose economics, over there you will have in detail what is GDP, what is GNP, NDP, NNP. Okay, this all thing you will have in detail. But in your 12th syllabus they have just given us the glimpse what does GDP means and its formula, so that only we are going to study. We are not going to go in detail information detailing of it. Next thing is about the concept of GNP. This is there in the part of, as a part of you should know, but I will take this concept. Okay, methods of measurement of national income. There are total three measurements of national income, and from here the lengthy part starts. Over here you have meaning and you have some precautions. Okay, output method, income method, and expenditure method. Next, we have difficulties in measurement of national income. What are difficulties CSO is facing while they are computing the national income? Next is about the importance of national income. Why national income is important, to whom all it is important, that we are going to study. Total 4 lectures we will require to complete this particular chapter. Okay, 4 to 5 lectures. Okay, so let's continue with the introduction part. Once again, I tell you that this chapter is basic information for y'all. In detail, they have not told us anything. Okay, because this is a new chapter for your 12th standard. That is why. Now, what is national income? National income is one of the important subject of microeconomics. Now, till forms of market, till chapter number 6, if we have noticed, those all content were related to the microeconomics, studying about the individual firm, individual household, individual consumption pattern. Okay, but from now on, our chapter number 7, 8, 9, and 10 is related to a microeconomics part, is related to a macroeconomics part. Now, macroeconomics, what is the meaning of microeconomics? You'll write down in the chat box. Yes, Jigna replied, microeconomics is a branch of economics which analyze the entire economy. Yes, Aniket replied the branch of economics concerned with large scale or general economic factor. Yeah. Anuradha replied microeconomics, this includes regional, national, and global economics. Yeah. Ojas replied microeconomics is concerned with the studies of total or national income or total consumption. Yes. Preeti replied microeconomic word macros. Yes. Good. So everyone see, each and everyone gave their own definitions, right? Manish replied microeconomics is branch of economics that study how an overall economy, the market system that operates on a large scale behaves. Yeah. So we need to study about the overall behavior of the economy, Manish, right? Kusum replied, microeconomic deals with the functioning as a whole. Yes, Gauri. Investment. Yes, micro means large. Now, Darshana. Okay, hello. Muskan replied, microeconomics is a branch of economics which analyzes the entire economy. Yes, so each one of you will give your own perspective and own point of view related to microeconomics, and everyone were correct. Basically, now this national income, we are going to deal with the microeconomics. So, if you have notepad, you all just write down macroeconomics. So, national income is one of the important subject matter of microeconomics. So, it is a part of microeconomics wherein we are going to study the entire nation's income. Okay, next point, from this particular part, this point is important. It is the subject matter of economy, and this is your feature also. Okay, this is your very first feature. I am now, when we are going through introduction, meaning and definition, I will tell you that what all topics are your features, so that you will be easily able to connect when I am teaching you all the content of the features. Okay, second important point, the national economic comprise means includes is of all the firms, factories, shops, markets, banks, financial institutions, various departments and their offices, etc. So in short, our national economy means our India is a economy where production of goods and services takes place. So in this economy, it includes all the firms, factories, shops, markets, financial institution, transportation, all other services like doctors, teachers, lawyers, professionals. Okay, department, that is MNCs, offices, back offices, each and every part that are included or that are involved in production of goods and services are part of our Indian economy. Yes, correct. Next, national income is composite measure. Now, what is the meaning of composite measure? Composite measure means, in a statistic, composite measure is a variable refers to measurement based on multiple data item. Now we already got to know that we in our national economy we have different things. We have firms, we have factories, we have shops, we have markets, banks, financial institution, departments, hospital, whatever service provider, and the people who are involved in production of goods and services. So when we calculate, or when we measure all the economic activities such as production. Okay, with the help of raw material, what we will do, we will start the production activity, and that will take place in the factory, right? Then distribution is there, where distribution will take place with the help of shops and markets. Exchange will take place between the household, that is the consumer, and the supplier, the seller. Okay, and last one is about the consumption. After purchasing the product, what consumer will do, they will start consuming the product. Okay, so what does this national income do? It measures the economic activity, like total production took place, what was the amount of that production, the sum of the production. Okay, distribution, exchange and consumption, when we measure this we get the total value,
and that tells us about a national income. So this national income is also an indicator. It is what? It is an indicator that tells us that whether our economics graph is progressing upward or whether it is there downward. So basically with the help of a national like how we individual are earning income, right? I as an individual person, I am earning income. What I will do, I will be spending that income in consumption, okay, and different things. Then what will happen? With the help of my income, I will start preparing budget of my family, of my home. Like my salary is suppose 10,000. Okay, out of this 10,000, how much I am going to spend on light bill, how much I am going to spend on water, on ration. This is completely dependent on my income. So with the help of national income, government gets an estimate like how much the government is having and how much the government needs to spend on economic welfare of the people. If he has earned more national income, he will be spending more on economic welfare of the people. If national income is less amount will be spent on the economic welfare of the people. Now what is economic welfare? We give tax to the government. What do government do of this tax? They prepare road, better transportation facility, communication facility. These are the investment done by the government. So government will invest more when the national income is more, will invest less when national income is earned less. So basically it is an indicator. It tells us, it helps government to frame its budget policies and all. Okay, clear up till here? Now moving ahead. Now in short I will tell you that national income is the total amount of goods and services produced within the national nation during a given period of time. Say 1 year. When is a financial year? Can you all tell me? Financial year starts from which date and month and ends on which date and month? Talking about the financial year. Yes, good. It starts from 1st April to 31st of March. Very good students. So when we calculate this year's production activity, okay, and the ratio which we get in terms of money is called as national income. Now this is your second feature. This is your next feature. Okay, moving ahead now. Before moving towards the meaning, I will tell you one more important thing with the help of whiteboard. National Income India establishment of the National Income Committee NIC. NIC stands for National Income Committee. So the national income thing took all place from the year 1949 when National Income Committee was established in India. National Income Committee was established in the year 1949 in India. This committee examines about the national income. They calculate, they examine, they analyze and they come up with the ratio. Okay. Now next thing, at present in the present situation, a CSO, that is the Central Statistical Organization, compiles and publishes data on national income and allied aggregate every year. Earlier, who was the in charge of looking care after the national income? NIC. That is, what is the full form of NIC? National Income Committee. Okay, afterwards it was been taken over by CSO. that is Central Statistical Organization. What does this organization do? They compile the data, they assemble the data of production, distribution, consumption, okay, and then they publish the data on national income. And allied aggregate, aggregate means, allied means related to the goods and services. And every year, every financial year, that is financial year starts from 1st April to 31st of March. Okay, so let's I'll be sharing my document again. Now we will see the meaning of national income. This was the introduction of national income, like what all things this national income calculate, when was it set up, and afterwards who is now taking care after the data collection. Okay, now let's move ahead. Meaning of national income. National income is a money economy. A modern economy is a money economy. Okay, now whenever we want to get calculated things, we cannot calculate on the basis of volume कि उसने राइस 10 किलो हुआ, 100 टन हुआ, इतना टन हुआ. No, we can't. If we want to calculate all the goods and services that are available in the economy, the simple term is we can calculate with the help of money, in terms of money. So modern economy is a money economy. Hence, national income of a country is expressed in terms of money. Whatever national income is there, after calculating all goods and services ratio, whatever answer we will get, that will be there in terms of money. And what is our money? Our money is there in terms of rupees. Okay, Indian currency. So second important point, I told you that modern economy is a money economy and national income of our country is expressed in terms of money. The total income of the nation is called as national income. National income is called as total income of the nation. In real terms, national income is the flow. It is also the flow of goods and services produced in an economy during a year. Okay, three important things we got in the meaning of national income. First, it tells us that whenever we calculate national income, it is expressed in terms of dash. It is expressed in terms of, write down in the chat box, it is expressed in terms of money. Very good. Second important point, it tells us that total income total income of the nation is called as national income. As we are expressing in terms of money, whatever our total income of our nation is there, that is our national income. So what is our national income? National income is the total income of our country, like whatever we have received, whatever money we have received after production, distribution, consumption, okay, after exchange. Third important thing, it tells us that yes, this is so there, but in real terms, in actual terms, what is national income? National income is the flow of flow of flow of goods and services produced in an economy in a year. So three things we got to know. Okay, I hope the content is clear. Income is the money value of all the final goods and services produced by a country during a period of 1 year. National income consists of collection of different types of goods and services. Now next part. Next part tells us about the definitions. Now from here we are going to see three definitions. Three definitions we are going to see. This is the first one by NIC. What is the full form of NIC? What is the full form of NIC? Just now I told you. Write down in the chat box. Yes, Gaurav. Yes, good students. NIC is National Income Committee, which was established in the year 1949. Now, what does this National Income Committee tells us? It tells us that it was appointed. Yes, good. It was appointed by Government of India in the year 1949. But in this paragraph, they have even told us the month. In the August 1949, this National Income Committee was been appointed by whom? By Government of India. Okay, so first point is about the National Income Committee. National Income Committee was appointed by Government of India in the month August of the year 1949. There are three important members they have highlighted. The first one is PC Mahalanobis. He was the chairman. Professor Dr. Gadgil and Dr. V.K.R.V. Rao, they were the members. As a member started to work on methodology for computation of national income in 1949. Okay, clear? So first paragraph of the definition tells us about the more information about the committee. That National Income Committee was appointed by Government of India on August 1949. There were three important members who were the part of this committee. First one, Professor P.C. Mahalanobis, who was the chairman. The second one is Professor Dr. Gadgil, and the third person name is Dr. V.K.R.V. Rao. Okay, they all three were involved in computing the national income of the nation. Now, what is the definition of it? Definition tells us that a national income. Now this committee defines national income as national income estimate means what? It roughly measures the volume means what? Quantity of commodity and services turned out means what? Produced during a given, counted without duplication. Counted without duplication means what? Whenever we are calculating, for example, I will give you, I am the producer of cloth. Okay, what raw material I will be using over here is a short example, just reply to me. What raw material will I use to produce a shirt? What raw material will I be using? Yes, I'll be using cotton as a raw material. Now, after taking this cotton, I'll make a cloth, but I will not include the production of cotton, the value of production of cotton while calculating national income. If I add this cotton raw material amount while calculating national income that I have been used for production of shirt, then it will be a duplication. We will calculate it double time, right? First, it will have a chain, like supplier will purchase, manufacturer will purchase, he will pay. This is what? This is chain. So what they are telling, that we will calculate the volume, the total final product will be included in the national income, so that duplication will not take place. In detail we will study further. Okay, further means next few points are there related to it only. The thing is clear till here? Okay, so national in now next definition we will see. Next definition is there by Professor AC Pigo. Now, what does this he tells us over here? He this all definitions are related to traditional economist. Okay, traditional economist. National dividend or national income is a part of objective income of the community, including course. Now, what including course income derived from the abroad, which may be measured in terms of money. Now, what Professor AC is telling us? Professor AC is telling us that national income is a income that we get from within our economy as well as from the abroad. Abroad means what? A resident of India is settled in some country called USA. And when this resident of India is earning US currency, he will give it to whom? That earning will come automatically into the Indian account, right? So what Pigo is telling us, that national income, yes, they are referred as NRI. But if at all they are not referred as NRI, then what? They are going for few days and they are coming back to India, few months and coming back to India. For educational purpose they went and they started doing internship over there. So they will earn money. They will not keep their money over there. They want to give their money to their parents. They want to deposit their money to their Indian bank account. So what? Automatically an Indian resident earning abroad will automatically get transfer, that money will get transferred to an Indian economy. So what Professor Pigo is telling us, that national income is a part of income of the community. Of the community means a community is India, right? People living in India, earning in India, and keeping the money in India. Understood? Including course income derived from abroad. Also, people who are residing in abroad, their income will also be part of our national income, which can be measured in money. Which can be measured in money is called as national income. What Pigo is telling us, you understood? You understood? If yes, then write Y in the chat box. If no, then again I will tell you all in detail. Okay, let's move ahead now then. Next, Professor Irving Fisher, he is also in traditional economics. Now, what he is telling us? He is telling us that national dividend or income. Dividend means the money that is distributed. So, includes solely of services as received by ultimate consumer, whether from their material or from their human environment. So he is only focusing on services. Now services will include what do you say, doctors, lawyers, teachers, means a professional. In short, he is telling that when we provide services to front person, when I am providing goods, when I am a seller of xyz commodity, I am selling my good to you, so you all are service taker. Okay, so in short he is telling about everyone who are the part of economy, as a producer, as a distributor, as a exchanger, or as a consumption. So national income, when we calculate all of this, is called as national income amount. Clear up till here? So in short, national income is the total amount of goods and services produced within the nation during the given period. Say 1 year or one financial year. Okay? There are total 7 features of national income. first one is about the first one is about the macroeconomic concept. First one is about the macroeconomic concept. In introduction part already I told you that the study of national income is the part of the macroeconomics. Yes or no? So national income represents income of an economy. It represents income of an economy as a whole rather than an individual. Hence, it is a microeconomic concept. The second one is value of final goods and services. Value means what? Value is represented in terms of rupees, monetary, money. So value of final goods and services. Final goods means finished product. Like from cotton we made cloth. From sugar cane we made sugar. Example, can you all give me? From iron and steel we made rods. Okay. So finished product. Final means finished. The end. After the manufacturing, after the processing, the entire thing is done. Okay, out of mango I made the juice. Yes, good. Out of wood making the door. So this door is your final product. Okay, so the value, the amount of this final product is called as value of final product. So a national, when we are second feature of national income is value of only final goods and services. Only they have told over here to avoid double counting. Double counting means I already told you it will occur when the cost of intermediate goods, like I told you the example of raw material, cotton I told you, used by a business to produce a finished goods are included in the calculation of the national GDP. So we should not add intermediate goods. We should add the value of final goods and services. Okay. In order to avoid double counting in national income, the value of goods, only final goods and services produced in the economy are considered. The value of intermediate goods means goods, that is goods and services purchased by a manufacturer to use as an input to produce another product. Like I told you example of cotton, you all told me example of wood. Like that, this wood and cotton is an intermediate good. For example, while estimating the production of shirt, there is no need to take the value of cotton as it is already included in the price of shirt. Now second example I can tell you over here is about the fruit juice. First fruit is that we eat raw. Okay, and second one is that as a fruit producer I will supply my apple. For example, apple, will take apple to the factory. What that factory people will do, they will extract the juice and they will supply the good juice. So the apple which I have given to the manufacturer, that I will not include in the national income, but apple which I gave to the dealers to sell it raw, that I will include. Understood till here? The second example I gave you all. Next thing is about the net aggregate value. Net aggregate means what? Net means total, aggregate means total value. National incomes include net value of goods and services produced and does not include the depreciation. It does not include the depreciation. Now what is the depreciation meaning? You have might have studied in OCSP BK. What is the meaning of depreciation? Write down in the chat box what is the meaning of depreciation. The price of a commodity decreases year by year. Yes, decrease in the cost of asset. Yes, you can say this. And second, you can tell if at all decreasing the value. Yeah. Secondly, you all can tell whatever cotton I have, whatever cloth I have produced, out of 100 cloth, 50 cloth got damaged. So that damaged cloth that no one is going to purchase is also my depreciation cost, right? Yes. Good, Darshana. A reduction in the value of asset over time due to in a particular to wear and tear. Yes, reduction in value of asset. So net aggregate value does not include this depreciation cost. They purely include the net value, the amount of goods and services produced in an economy. Okay, so net aggregate value is also clear. It does not include the depreciation cost. It purely includes the amount of goods and services produced in the economy. Now, net income from abroad. Abroad means what? Foreign country. National income includes net income from abroad. How we will calculate this? X minus M. Who is X over here? Export. Who is M over here? Import. When we suppose I exported 500 rupees material and I imported 6000 rupees, 600 rupees material, minus is equal to 100. So my 100 rupees I will take. X minus M. X minus M is clear. X minus M means the difference between export and import value. The second thing, net difference between the received from abroad and payment made abroad Now I told you example of our Indian resident going and living in some foreign country, and when he is providing services or when he is manufacturing goods in foreign country, that money he will receive and he will deposit in Indian bank is called as received from abroad. This R is clear. ये नहीं समझ में आया ना, आगे कैलकुलेशन नहीं होगा, है नहीं वैसे, बट फिर भी समझ में आया इतना. आर मतलब एंड पी. पी मतलब क्या? कोई फॉरेनर इंडिया में है, सम फॉरेनर इज स्टेइंग इन इंडिया, इज प्रोवाइडिंग सर्विसेज टू इंडियन पीपल, ही इज मैन्युफैक्चरिंग गुड्स इन इंडिया and circulating goods in India. He's getting what? He's getting income in terms of Indian rupees. Then what he will do? He will convert into his currency and he will send it to foreign country. Okay. So what we are doing? We are doing payment. We are doing payment to abroad. So the difference, received minus payment, whatever our Indians have earned minus whatever foreigner have earned and giving it to foreign country, whatever answer will be there, that will be our net income from abroad. Net income from abroad is the difference between export minus import and net difference between receipt from abroad minus payment made abroad. Is the thing clear? Is the thing clear? If yes, then write Y in the chat box. Okay. The now next part is about the financial, which you all already told me. National income is always expressed with reference to a time period. In India, it is from 1st April to 31st of March 2018 if we take, and this 2019 we will take. Example I am giving a example. Okay. नेक्स्ट, फ्लो कॉन्सेप्ट. फ्लो मतलब वो वर्ड से हम लोग को मालूम पड़ता है कि वो बह रहा है. क्या बह रहा है इधर? क्या बहेगा? क्या क्या घूमेगा हमारे इकोनॉमी में? तब से क्या बोल रही हूँ मैं? हाँ, किसका मनी, किसका इनकम, किसका इनकम फ्लो हो रहा है? हाँ, नेशनल का. बट किसके ऊपर लगेगा वो इनकम? What will flow? Then we will get income. What will flow? Yes, good, Ojas. National income on goods and services. So when our goods and services will flow from person to person, that time income we will receive. So national income is a flow concept as it shows flow of goods and services which are exchanged for money. तुम लोग डायरेक्ट कंक्लूजन में चले गए थे. विच आर एक्सचेंज्ड फॉर मनी. ओके, गुड्स और सर्विसेज जब फ्लो होगा एक जगह से दूसरे जगह पे तो पैसा मिलेगा. सो इट इज नेशनल इनकम इज अ फ्लो कॉन्सेप्ट. नेक्स्ट, मनी वैल्यू. नेशनल इनकम इज ऑलवेज एक्सप्रेस इन टर्म्स ऑफ मॉनेटरी वैल्यू. It represents only those goods and services which are exchanged for money. अभी फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैं स्टॉप करती हूँ रिकॉर्डिंग, उसके बाद वो एग्जांपल देती हूँ. इधर तो कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर है. नेक्स्ट लेक्चर हम लोग सर्कुलर फ्लो ऑफ इनकम वी विल स्टडी एंड कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ नेशनल इनकम वी विल स्टडी. ओके.